All right, so let's roll up and down the back of your leg. Let's get into your hips then. So really simple, as you're thinking about the weight today, we're going with, again, 5, 10, 15, 20 reps. All right, so we're going to go jump squat, goblet squat, push up, SLDL, reverse lunge. So it's jump squat, goblet squat, push up, SLDL, reverse lunge. We try to, as much as we can, we try to alternate upper body, lower body. Turns out there's really only, or if we're not doing upper body, lower body, we're doing front of the body with back of the body. So we can put push-ups in rows next to each other. But today we're doing SLDL and reverse lunge next to each other. So it's kind of a quad dominant thing with a hamstring dominant thing. But no time on the circuit this morning. I'll be checking in, and I'll put the order in the chat so that you guys can see it if you get lost, if we're kind of all spread out in different areas. Let's move the roller up to underneath your shoulder blades. All right, reaching up over your head. Let's do a little floor slide over top of the roller here. So we're actually kind of arching back a little bit more than usual. We're not looking to reach too far. We don't want to overreach. Again, think about those arms parallel to the floor. Move the roller up your back just a little bit. And good. Let's take another second here. If you haven't rolled out the front of your legs, let's roll out the front. Let's switching sides. All right, so we're on all fours here. Let's go ahead and just rock back. So we're pushing your hips back and coming forward. So as you push your hips back, we're trying to push your tailbone up towards the sky. So we're pushing hips back. After a couple, move your knees a bit wider. So we're sitting back. So what we're trying to mimic here, or simulate, is kind of like the bottom of a goblet squat. So if you took me and just stood me up on my feet, we want to be like in the bottom of that squat position. So maybe go down to your elbows. Good. From here, let's go one leg out to the side. And we're going to push back and forward. And switch to the other side. And good. So we're going to do an alternating pigeon stretch here. So we'll bring one leg up and across. Then we'll come up, switch those feet, bring the other one up underneath you. So we'll give each one about a 3-second hold. And good. Next time you bring that foot up, you're going to bring your foot up outside. Straighten the front leg. Try to push your hips up towards the ceiling. And relax back down. And we'll switch sides. So we're just going to kind of roll through these. We'll do about 5 each side. And as you're rolling through those, I'm going to put what I need to put in the chat. Hey, Ashley joined us. Good morning, Ashley. Okay. So again, this is going to be on your own. I guess on your own, at your own speed. Doing 5 reps, 10 reps, 15 reps, and then 20 reps. Okay, so let's get a little bit more of a warm up here. Just wanted to pause and get that in there. All right, so we're going to step out to the side for a lateral lunge. So we step out. Then you're going to step over and across. So when you step in, your feet make a letter T. The foot that stepped out becomes the top of the T. So we want to see you close those hips, rotate in, turn in. And switch sides. Let's reach forward. So we're going to do an SLDL, but I want you to use this as a shoulder warm up also. You're going to reach forward with those arms and come back up. So think of it as doing a wall slide while you reach. And let's switch sides. Okay. All right. So before we get started here, any questions on These are all, like I said, all movements that you know. Jump squat, goblet squat. Remember with the jump squat, that can be anywhere from, you know, your standard 35 to 40 inch vertical. That was a joke. Or just this kind of coming up onto your toes. So whatever you're comfortable with, anywhere in between there, make sure landings are nice and solid. Goblet squat, either hold the weight up. If holding weight up gives you back stuff, hold the weight down just like you're going to do a deadlift with it. So you hold it here instead. Push-ups are push-ups, modify as you need to. SLDL, we're going each side with that. So SLDL and reverse lunges are the only ones that are going to be, you know, 5 per side, 10 per side, 15 per side, and so on. Okay, so we've got 5, 10, 15, 20 reps. All right, any questions on that before we get going? All right, so I'll start a timer here just so we have an idea of how long it's taken us. I'll go, as usual, at kind of a medium speed. If you want to go ahead, go ahead. If you want to take your time, take your time. Otherwise, we'll get started with 5 jump squats in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Five goblet squats. I do need to go grab a weight. So you can feel free to do these at body weight or with weight. Okay, after a goblet squat is a push-up. Excuse me while I grab a weight. Okay, after your 5 push-ups, you got 5 SLDL, 5 each side. Switching sides. And finally, 5 reverse lunges. You can make that a suitcase hold, so that means holding down by your side, or you can hold up like you would for the goblet squat. Your choice. I'm going to hold suitcase just because I'll probably hold it up for a goblet squat, and for me, I kind of have a limited tolerance of how much and how long I can hold weight up top, so I won't use that time with the reverse lunge. Okay, so that's 5. We just go right back to the top, right into the jump squats. Ashley and Amy are already there. So we're going 10 here. Goblet squats and jump squats should look about the same, just a slower version with weight. After the goblet squats or push-ups, After push-ups, SLDL. Making sure with the SLDL that we're keeping your belly button facing the floor. Back toe is going to face down towards the floor. Don't let yourself turn off to the side here. So when you first start a circuit like this where you're doing the smaller reps in the beginning, feels like you'll be done in 10 minutes. But things start to slow down right around the 15s and 20s. Although this one won't be bad. Like I said, this does have to be a quick one for me. So it is a little bit shorter this morning. Okay, after your 10 SLDL each side, go in reverse lunge. Like I said, feel free to move ahead if you want. Feel free to take your time if you need to. No big deal. I'm just kind of setting a pace, not necessarily the pace. With the alternating or with the lunges, you can feel free to alternate those too. Kind of depends on how you're holding the weight. Since I'm holding the weight on one side, I'm not going to alternate just because I'd have to switch hands every time. It does save a little bit of fatigue if you're alternating. All right, into 15 squat jumps. What? Oh, I can't help it. All right, 15 goblet squats. Fifteen push-ups. Fifteen SLDL. With those SLDL, remember, if balance is a thing, we want you to still keep a good form. Belly button facing the ground, back toe facing down towards the ground. Just shorten up the range of motion. So it might not be that the weight shouldn't touch the floor, but it may be that your hand only gets to your knee. That's totally fine. And I'm under reverse lunges here. Just checking in, seeing where everybody is. Okay, looks like we're all lunging or SLDL. All right, so I'm working my way back up. Last round of 20 here for me. Kind of hot in the gym today. So try to get that fixed. I don't know if it's hot or just humid. So, okay. Everybody doing all right before we get into the next round? Amy's already on her way. All right, good stuff, guys. On to the 20s. Twenty push-ups are next. Not doing a lot of coaching today, guys, but basically I know this group of pros, so I'll try to give you some cues from time to time. For the most part, you guys are on point with this. I'm working into push-ups. 20 SLDL, feel free to split those up how you like. All right, finishing up with some reverse lunges. I'm probably going to split them up 10 each side twice. And that's a wrap for me. Andres, I see you waiting for me. Nice job. Ashley, are you done? Are you waiting? Yeah? Okay, great job. Like I said, this one's up to you, how fast you want to go through. There's ways to make it faster. There's ways to make it slower. So whatever you choose to do this morning is all good. So I know we're kind of taking stock of who's going to be coming in for workouts, but yeah, we are running our regular schedule with fewer people per class. It's up to your comfort level if you want to come in or not, but just making sure everybody knows we're going as usual. we're also going to continue doing all the online stuff. So either way, you're covered, and so hopefully we'll see you soon. But I honestly don't know when that would be. So I think a judge ruled that we were okay to open on the 24th, and the governor immediately appealed it. So we'll see what happens with that. But otherwise, we're going to be here. So okay, I got a sprint today, guys. I appreciate you joining me. Thanks again, and have an excellent day. See you soon.